High school student V Delmonico is fed up with living life on the sidelines. When her friends pressure her to join the popular online game Nerve, V decides to sign up for a challenge that initially seems like harmless fun. But as she gets caught up in the thrill of this adrenaline-fueled competition, the game takes a sinister turn with increasingly dangerous acts, leading to a high-stakes finale that will determine her future. We delve into the modern world of online life, where you never know what's true and you don't know if the person on the screen is real. V wants to study at a university far from home, but she and her mother are all each other have, so she must consider whether to look for a closer university. She's passionate about photography, but the only person she constantly takes pictures of is JP, and she has her great friends Sydney and Tommy. In the midst of the game, her friend Sydney lifts her skirt showing her butt. This is all due to bets where they make money, as there is an online game where they do stupid challenges, eat animal food, risk their lives, do all the craziness that people ask them to do. All this is because if they meet the challenge they are given money. Sydney was just suspended, but she doesn't care because she is earning money and constantly invites her friend V to participate and earn money, and encourages her to take risks, so she encourages her to go and kiss JP. But V refuses, so Sydney goes where JP and asks him if he has a girlfriend since her friend likes him a lot, but JP tells her that she is not his type, so V runs out of the place sunk in shame. But that adrenaline makes her enter the Nerve game group. All the challenges must be recorded with the player's cell phone live. With each challenge they are earning money. In addition to the player with the most views will go to the final to compete and win a large amount of money, so she asks her friend Tommy for her first challenge. Although he tells her that it is dangerous and boys have already died, she does not listen to him. The first challenge is to kiss a stranger for $100 and has completed her first challenge, but at that time the boy she kissed is Ian, another competitor in the Nerve game, who is also completing a challenge at that time, in that they have sent a challenge to both, where they must go both to complete a mission. V had said that she was only going to do one challenge, but the adrenaline takes over her, so she accepts the new challenge and goes with Ian. Then Sydney is shown that her friend V is playing and already has a lot of followers. While V gets another challenge where she must try on a luxurious dress for $500 that she can win. While the mother begins to receive notifications of income, the mother calls her but rejects the call, since she is willing to meet the challenge. She managed to put on the dress, since for the challenges they also put time. Ian appears, who was also given a challenge to try on clothes. Then another player, Ryan, completed the challenge of stealing both clothes. But V does not want to steal anything, so both leave the store in their underwear to avoid stealing and fulfilling a challenge at the same time. But when leaving, someone gave them the clothes they tried on in the store. While Sydney is already jealous that V is among the top players, she says she is worried about her friend, but in reality she is worried that her friend will have more views than her and surpass her in the game. The next challenge is to get a tattoo for $5,000. V's mother knows that she is going to scold her, but that is not worrying about V now, while Tommy asks a hacker to investigate Ian, since he finds no information about him, while Sydney is totally jealous of her friend V, and Tommy finds damaging information about Ian. Then a new challenge arrives at V and Ian, where they must ride the bike blindly for $10,000 and accept it without much thought. Ian will go blindly while V will be his eyes on the road, an imminent danger. They cross red lights, completely risking their lives, but her friend Sydney feels increasingly jealous that she is completing the challenges. And they give each other the victory kiss, breaking the heart of Tommy, who has been in love with V for years, but V's mother is worried about all the deposits that are falling, but the protagonist is enjoying the moment with her boyfriend. Then Sydney calls V, but she rejects the call. What V does not realize is that she is live and everyone is watching and listening to her conversation, so V says that Sydney lacks confidence and is not the best at what she does. Then Sydney gets a challenge that she must cross on the stairs. She is afraid of heights. She is also drunk, which is not a good combination, but still dares to do it. Only she must record it herself and go standing. In the end she ends up surrendering, and there are other boys who jump over the fire, steal, throw themselves on the tracks of a train, like the case of Ryan, who passed a train and managed to complete the challenge and leave unscathed. He is the boy who is in first place of the game. V and Ian attend the party where V's friends are, in which they become the main protagonists, in that V finds Sydney and JP having little things, so V ends up getting angry. So to prove that she is better, she goes up the ladder of the challenge that Sydney could not complete. In that, Tommy tells her that Ian's challenge was for her to fight with her friend Sydney, and also told her that he had already played that game before. But Ian explains that it was not about money, but Via goes to the police, so a message falls to the mother that they have withdrawn all the money from her account, and then Ryan appears and ends up knocking down Via, who has been locked up since she has broken the rules, and those behind the camera plan to control her life, so she must continue playing and finish the final game. Ian rescues her and tells her that a year ago Ryan and he gave up and went to the police because a friend of theirs died, but the observers made them prisoners and set a trap for them, controlling their entire lives and their family. But now she and Ian must reach the final, since Ryan will do everything to win, but Via wants to find some way to stop that game. So her friends Tommy and Sydney have reconciled and are willing to help Via, in that they put the crane challenge to Ian, which was the challenge in which his friend died. He must hang for 5 seconds, which seems quite difficult, but Ian makes it look easy and manages to complete the challenge, so he went to the final. Now it's Via's turn to get to the final, so everyone helps him hack and enter the game without the hosts noticing. Via and Ian are in the final and the first to shoot will win the game. Ian tells him to shoot him so she can get out of that game free, but Via fails to shoot him. So Ryan enters. Via tells everyone that how can they be responsible for that to all those who are under a mask, and then the mother arrives and observes everything that is happening. They begin to ask if they want to shoot each other and people go crazy and vote that they should do it, so Ryan shoots Via. And in that everyone begins to get the message that they have been accomplices in murder, so they have to decide whether to continue or leave the game, and everyone starts to leave, and so the game falls, and Ryan was part of that plan to get out of that diabolical game, so they all left the game and the system was over. Also, the hacker queen will be able to recover all the money from Via's mother. We are all immersed in social networks, which literally leads to death for not knowing who we really are and living with stupid stereotypes.